Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. NZD declines as RBNZ expands QE analysis. http ntvforex.com news ID C5399812 4439 AM Asia market update. Asia trades generally lower after US losses. NZD declines as RBNZ expands QE. Tencent expected to report results after HK close. NBSP general trend. Gold miners track the recent declines in precious metals. Resources firms drop in Australia, while financials rise. Commonwealth Bank declined after opening higher, reported FI results and cut dividend. Shanghai Composite declined by 2% during morning session. Losers included consumer and IT costs. HK tech firms trade generally lower ahead of earnings from Tencent. Telecoms decline before figures from China Unicom. Financial and property firms gain. Cathay Pacific confirmed H1 net loss. WH Group drops over 8% post-earnings. Hua Hong Semi drops over 14% in HK after results and guidance. Japanese equities outperform amid the recent rise in USD. JPY gainers include banks and exporters. SoftBank Group declines after recently reported earnings. Toshiba affirmed FI guidance for OP profit and Rev. Australia dual jobs data due on Thursday, August 13. China PBOC to sell 30 billion Chinese yuan in 3-month and 1-year bills in Hong Kong on August 13. Thursday. NBSP headlines. Economic data. Australia New Zealand ASX 200 opened 0.1%. Australia Q2 wage price index QQ 0.2% v 0.3%, EYY 1.8% v 1.9%, lowest YY growth in 27-year history of wage index. Private sector wage growth eased. Australia AUG Westpac consumer confidence 79.5 v 87.9 prior, 9.5% v 6.1% prior. Reserve Bank of Australia RBA offers to buy total of $2.0 in bonds v $1.0 prior. Australia sells $3.0 v $3.0 indicated in 0.25% November 2025 bonds, average yield 0.4565%, bid to cover 4.4x. NZ New Zealand Central Bank RBNZ leaves official cash rate OCR unchanged at 0.25% as expected. Raises QE program to NZ$100B from NZ$60.0B prior. Extends QE program to June 2022 from May 2021. No chance of rate cut through Q1 2021. Higher NZ moderates returns from robust commodity prices. NZ Reserve Bank of New Zealand RBNZ Gov or banks are making good progress in preparation for negative rates. RBNZ is committed to OCR guidance through March 2021. Auckland lockdown did not affect policy decision. Will not rule out yield target buying foreign assets. Not effective in current conditions. NZ Reserve Bank of New Zealand RBNZ buys NZ$211M v NZ$370M prior in government bonds as part of QEV. NZ$380M sought. NZ New Zealand PM ordered Auckland to go to level 3 restrictions for 3 days, likely to see more cases. Rest of country on level 2 restrictions from August 11. NZ New Zealand PM ordered dissolution of Parliament to be delayed. No decision on delaying September 19 election. NZ New Zealand Finmin Robertson reportedly studying a regional wage subsidy extension if it has to remain under lockdown beyond August 14. NZ Press. China Hong Kong Hang Seng opened 0.1%, Shanghai 0.4%. CN China banks said to crack down on the use of personal credit cards for speculation related to the equity and real estate markets. U.S. financial press. CATL 300750.cn plans to invest up to 19.1 billion Chinese yuan in listed costs. HKFT Trump's Hong Kong sanctions likely to impact banks more than targeted individuals. CN China PBOC sets yuan reference rate 6.9597 v 6.9711 prior. CN China Bach open market operation. OMO injects 140 billion Chinese yuan in 7-day reverse repos. V injects 50 billion Chinese yuan in 7-day reverse repos prior. Net injection 140 billion Chinese yuan. V net injection 50 billion Chinese yuan prior. CN China Finance Ministry MOF sells 2-year and 5-year bonds. 2-year bonds at 2.64% v 2.52%. US Press. Trump a China Phase 2 deal is the last thing on my mind after coronavirus. Breitbart interview. U.S. President Trump has not spoken to China Pres XI for a long time. Relationship with China changed once virus came. Radio interview. CN China Ministry of Foreign Affairs Vice Min Yuchen next few months are key in US-China ties, says countries should maintain communications. HK pro-democracy Hong Konger Jimmy Lai has been freed on bail as expected from August 11. Japan Nikkei 225 opened flat. JPBOJ said to extend its special JGB lending program past the current fiscal year. Financial press from August 11. JPSCMPY is struggling. Japan may have no choice but to deal with stronger yen. Korea Kospi opened 0.2% KR follow-up. South Korea says it will decide later if a fourth extra budget is necessary. KR South Korea July unemployment rate 4.2% v 4.3% EKR South Korea Vice Fin Min Hong there is still a long way to go before jobs return to pre-coronavirus level. Rainfall will weigh on August employment figures. North America Tesla TSLA announces a 5-for-1 stock split. Effective August 31, Moderna mRNA confirms supply agreement with U.S. government for initial 100m doses of mRNA 1,273 vaccine against COVID-19, worth up to $1.53 billion. Europe UK reportedly. Chancellor of the Exchequer Sunak may consider postponing the fall budget announcement if the UK is hit by a second wave of COVID. FTNBSP levels as of 1:20 ET. Nikkei 225. 0.2%, ASX 200 0.5%, Hang Seng 0.5%, Shanghai Composite 2.1%, Kospi 0.3%, Equity S&P 500 futures flat, Nasdaq 100 0.2%, DAX 0.2%, FTSE 100 0.2%, 1.1748 euros, 1.1711 Japanese yen, 106.79, 106 Australian dollars and 44 cents, 0.7152, 0.7108 NZD, 0.6582, 0.6524 gold 2.9% at $1,888 ounce, crude oil 0.2% at $41.70 BRL, copper 1.3% at $2.8123 pound. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.